I am challenging anybody or everybody who makes the accusation, whether it is really true or not. It may be true. File the case in court because may korte tayo.
Correct.
And even if I will admit na totoo yan, you have to go to court because I will make the admission there.
Grabe, napakatindi ho nito mga kababayan. Si VP Sara ho, kahit paano ho siya imbitahan dyan sa mga pagdinig sa House of Representatives, hindi ho yan dumadalo. Pero dito sa pagdalo nitong si dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte dyan sa TWADCOM, eto po ang ating Vice President. Personal hong nagpunta dyan sa ginaganap na TWAD Committee hearing dyan sa House of Representatives. Ano ho ba ang ibig sabihin nito sa tingin ho natin mga kababayan? Nakikita na ho natin ang pagiging solido nitong mga Duterte na to. Napakagandang ano ho niyan, no? Napakagandang sinyalis niya na talagang ang mga taga-suporta ng mga Duterte talagang magkakaisa na dito sa isa na to. Doon ngayong mga panahon na to talagang united na ho lahat ng taga-suporta ng mga kay VP Sara, kay Tatay Digong, talagang nag-unite na ho ngayong mga panahon na to. Pero itong mga ganitong klaseng kaganapan na makikita natin na mismong itong si VP Sara dadalo at pupunta at magpapakita ng suporta dito kay dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte dyan sa ginaganap na hearing na yan, napakagandang development ho niyan mga kababayan. Eto na ho mga kababayan. Kumusta ho kayo lahat dyan mga kababayan? Welcome back sa PH Update. Muli ho tayo nagbabalik sa panibagong reaction video. Na-dispatcha na ho natin itong si Brosas, Dan Fernandez, yaang si Atras Abante, isunod na ho natin itong si Luistro. Pero bago yan mga kababayan, isang like at isang subscribe, masaya na ho tayo yan. Sa mga gusto sumali sa ating community, click nyo lang ho yung join button sa baba para kayo ang pinakaunang makakita sa ating mga reaction video. Ayun na nga mga kababayan, pasalamatan ho muna natin yung mga talaga naman napakatindi kung sumuporta dyan sa comment section at doon sa mga premier natin, yung mga nagpapakulay dyan sa live chat. No? Ito ho sila lahat mga kababayan. Habang nag-i-slide ho yung mga larawan ng mga nagpakulay at nag-super thanks sa atin sa comment section at sa live chat, umpisa na ho natin kaagad itong mga tanong nitong si Luistro kay dating Pangulong Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Heto na ho mga kababayan.
Population and
Game.
Congresswoman Luistro, you have 10 minutes.
10 minutes, parang kulang kay
Thank
Luistro
you,
yan
Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, I wish to direct my question to the former president. Mr. President, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Mr.
All the
President.
way. He allowed us to get.
First of all, I wish to acknowledge your courage in taking full responsibility, full legal responsibility to all the victims of war on drugs, both legal and illegal, as you have mentioned, Mr. President.
Hindi ko na kontrolado kasi ma'am
And, Mr. President, I wish to manifest that it is my humble opinion that one will not take legal responsibility unless there is no willingness as well to admit being behind all the killing incidents that transpired during the war on drugs. It is therefore the humble submission of this representation, Mr. Chair, that with that statement coming from the former president, he acknowledges that all the killing incidents during the war on drugs spring from his order to kill drug personalities. That is a manifestation, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, I understand that the resource speaker, the former president.
Tulog na si Tatay Digong, bahala ka nga.
Mr.
Tulog
President,
na
may I request that you educate the Filipino people, and I am certain that you understand what conspiracy theory is all about. Please educate us, Mr. President.
I may have some lapses already, but I will give you the definition of a conspiracy to commit a crime when two or more persons decide or discuss to commit a crime and actually do it. More or less ganon ang takbo ng ano.
Thank you, Mr. President. And you will agree with me, Mr. President, that under the conspiracy theory, mayroon pong tatlong klase ng principal. One is principal by inducement. Two is principal by indispensable cooperation. And three, principal by direct participation. Being a long-time prosecutor, Mr. President, can you please enlighten us on this?
Well, one is yung induce. It could be an inducement could be money, usually, or inducement by a woman to a man to kill her husband so that they can live forever happily ever after. Or a group of persons, sindikato, lahat, what is illegal, gambling, smuggling, these are they are the conspirators of crime.
So you have explained, Mr. President, principal by inducement. It could be money, it could be an order by a person who have influence over another. How
Inducement,
about principal by direct participation?
Shoutout kay ano kay Mabel Magbago ha Magbago, shoutout, mega love shoutout Mama Mabel Magbago.
agree with one another to commit the crime and you participate.
Thank you. And how about principal by indispensable cooperation?
Well, is in the sense that, for example, if there is no way of traveling
Naku,
from one place to
nasa ano daw, nasa House of Representatives si VP. Naku, yari kayo dyan. Sumugod na si Taxi VP Sara. Pinagtutulungan yung ama ko, ha? Sumugod doon si VP Sara.
the only person who can provide the transportation, a vehicle, and that is would be indispensable cooperation. Without the vehicle, you cannot commit the crime.
Thank you, Mr. President, for enlightening us. Going back to your statement that you are taking full legal responsibility to all the victims of war on drugs, both legal and illegal. It is my humble submission, Mr. Chair, that the former president can be considered liable for all these crimes
Naku.
under the theory of conspiracy by being a principal by inducement. I wish to manifest, Mr. Chair, that without the order, without the reward, these police operatives should not have resulted to killing a huge number of victims of war on drugs.
Beg to disagree with your premise, ma'am.
I understand, Mr. President, but that is a manifestation.
Yes, but
Thank you,
a
Mr.
police is
President.
supposed to do his duty. He goes to school for 2 years. He receives instructions to how to go about his duty. And we have to give the presumption of regularity. That's a principle of law.
Thank you,
Na
Mr. President.
Pag every time na may ginawa kaya in your favor is the principle of regularity
Presumption
in the
of
performance
regularity
of duty.
of performance of official duty, Mr. President. Thank you for your enlightenment. Mr. President, I wish to ask, with all due respect, considering your statement of taking full legal responsibility both to legal and illegal activities. Can
Well-
I equate this statement of yours to an extrajudicial confession of guilt?
Well, in a sense, yes. Wala na akong magawa eh.
Are you saying yes, Mr. President?
Yes, because I ordered the campaign against the drug syndicates. At kung anong ginawa nila, whether illegal or not, it was ako ang nag-utos. In that sense, I take that responsibility of their actions. Wala akong magawa eh. Commander ako, nag-utos ako. Puntahan ninyo yan. Just like a commander, or not a military, police, iutusan mo. Pag may nangyari dyan, magkabulyaso, whether right or wrong, iyo yan. Iyo talaga yan. Kung hindi ka naman bobo na mayor, hindi mo iwanan yung tao na inutusan mo. Unless yung pumunta doon, inutusan mo mag-operate ng illegal gambling or mga droga, tapos nag-rape, kung anong ginagawa na kabalastugan, ako na mismo ang papatay, hindi na kailangan na hintayin mo pa.
Mr. President, earlier, you conformed to my statement that I can equate your statement of taking full legal responsibility as an extrajudicial confession of guilt. You said yes to that.
Yeah. And
No, I'm just reiterating the question, Mr. President.
It's not about guilt or a wrong. What I'm saying is that yung lahat ng inutusan ko yung war against drugs, o yung isang platoon dyan o isang batalyon, kung ano yung ginagawa nila, kaya I take full responsibility for that.
Mr. President, you are surrounded by, I believe, 4 lawyers.
Hindi ko na kailangan, ma'am.
Because
I can
you are a
take it-
lawyer
I
yourself.
can take of myself. I can take care of
Yes.
myself.
And of course, you understand the elements of an extrajudicial confession.
Yes.
You confirm that you are of sound mind.
And not only that, body
Yes.
as well.
You confirm that your statement is voluntary.
Yes.
And of course, you confirm that you understand the consequences of your extrajudicial confession.
Hindi naman alam hindi naman ito korte. So
I understand, Mr. President. That's why we call it extrajudicial confession.
It is not a confession, it is a statement coming from the mouth of a mayor or a president at that time.
Nagmamagaling. Nagmamagaling si Luistro. Oh.
It is not a confession. You are characterizing the word. Mali, ma'am.
The only one,
Mag-aral ka muna, Luistro.
as you're wrong.
Mr. President,
Policy yan.
the only one that is missing among these elements is that it should be in writing.
Eh, what?
And my question will be, will you be willing to translate into writing the statement that you earlier said?
Hindi na nga ako marunong, yung pirma ko noon, hindi na nga pirma ko ngayon.
But of course, you have a lawyers to help and assist you prepare this written document.
Hindi ko na kailangan yan. Babait ko pa writing dito na ngayon. It's documented by the records here. Magtanong na kayo ng magtanong. Ano? Anong
Oh,
gusto mong
ano?
tanongin? Kriminal?
Oh, ano?
Mr.
Nagkakahamunan
President,
na.
I wish to proceed
Oh.
to my next.
Tanong lang ng tanong kasi, Luistro. Yung pagmumukha mo, parang ang ugali mo.
Laod firing range.
Do you know?
Alam niyo po ba yung Laod firing range?
So, hindi. Do you know?
Nalalaman niyo po ba kung ano
Tao
o
yan.
saan yung Laod firing range?
Doon ako napapractice magbarel para pumatay ng tao.
Thank you. Nagpa-practice po kayong bumarel
Oo.
para pumatay ng tao.
Oo.
And alam niyo din po ba yung Laod Quarry?
Hindi ko na negosyo yan, ma'am. Yung firing range, na.
But at least you
Ano-
are
ano-
aware
ano-
that
ano?
Laod firing range is situated in the Laod Quarry, within the premises and compound of
Yan,
Laod Quarry.
siguro.
Tama po
Within
ba
the
yun?
premises of a quarry, there is a firing range.
Do you
should
confirm
be-
that, Mr. President?
That should be the question.
Do you know Ben Laod?
Yes, I think so.
Who is Ben Laod?
Si policeman.
He's a policeman.
He owns the land
He owns the land.
where the firing range is located.
And do you remember, Mr. President, that the CHR, during the time of the former chairman, Laila de Lima, investigated and inspected this Laod Quarry, where they were able to discover human bones. Are you aware of that?
Sino ma? Who investigated?
Panahon po ni Chairman Laila de Lima sa
I do-
Commission on Human Rights.
Sorry, I do not know her.
Po ang CHR
Ay,
tungkol
siguro.
sa extrajudicial killing, kung saan nakadiskubre po ang taga-CHR ng mga buto
Sumako na
ng
si
katawan
Dilimo.
ng tao. Kayo po ba ay aware dito?
I am aware of only one bone. Dala-dala ni... Sino yung sinabi mo? Binalot
CHR
niya.
former chairwoman, Laila de Lima.
It's there. Hindi, isa lang po.
And you are aware also that the former DOJ Secretary, Vitaliano Aguirre, represented Ben Laud in the investigation of the extrajudicial killing.
What do I know about the investigation? Or
If you
about
are aware,
Aguirre?
Mr. President.
Yes, Aguirre is my...
Are you associated? Of course, you are associated to Vitaliano Aguirre as a matter of fact,
Is my
contemporary.
sa eskwelahan, no?
And during your time, you appointed him even as the DOJ Secretary. Tama po ba?
Yes, because bright.
During that time, Mr. President, you were the mayor. Tama po? Mayor of Davao City.
No, I cannot appoint a secretary. Hindi ako, mayor lang ako po, so it has to be
Now, let me rephrase my question, Mr.
somebody
President.
else's job, not mine.
During the time when these extrajudicial killings happened, you were the mayor? Tama po ba yun?
Well, not only during my time as mayor.
Was there any point in time, Mr. President, na pinaimbestigahan niyo po itong mga buto ng tao na nakita sa Laod Quarry?
Dala nga ni, sino yun? Hindi yun nag-imbestiga doon.
The CHR, Mr. President.
Oh, si CHR.
Kayo po ba'y nagpa-imbestiga? Even during your time as mayor
Si Dilimo na out of place. Kung tayo bang yung pangalan.
or during your time as president, pinaimbestigahan niyo po ba itong mga buto na nakita sa Laod Quarry?
Bakit ako mag-imbestiga ng mga buto dyan na maraming buto ng tao na...
So you did not initiate any
Of
investigation.
course.
Mr. President, I will proceed to the next question. On December 31, 2004, nag-conduct po ng raid ang PIDEA 11, headed by Superintendent Wilkins Villanueva, joined by some operatives of PIDEA Manila, National Headquarter. 6 po yung Chinese na napatay But in addition to this Chinese, a certain SPO4, Val Carillo, apprehended Alan C. along with 10 other companions. Based on the affidavit of Mr. Las Cañas, Mr. President, you ordered the killing of Mr. Alan C. along with the 10 other companions.
That is not true. That is a job of the police. Hindi ko trabaho magpatay, ma'am.
There are two important observations in his affidavit, Mr. President. Ang sabi po niya dito, si Alan C. ay nag-offer ng 200 million for the release of the two chemists and another 100 million for the remaining 8 personalities. But when he tried to seek your permission, you refused, and you even said, madami kayong intel funds.
Totoo yan. Kung bribery siguro yan. Hindi ko, never in my...
Are you confirming,
Monetary.
Mr. President, that during this time, Las Cañas and Sunny Buenaventura sought your permission whether to release Alan C. and the 10 others in exchange of the 200 million plus 100 million?
Masyadong maraking pera yan, ma'am. Totoo yan.
You are denying it, Mr. President.
Of course.
But do you confirm that when you refused this offer, you even told Sunny Buenaventura and Arturo Las Cañas that you have ample intel funds, so you don't need those bribes, if you call it bribe?
I do not remember making a statement like that. But money for operations against crime, malaki ang funding ng Davao City.
Another important observation, Mr. President, these 11 personalities were asked as to the whereabouts of their passport. Alan C. said that his passport was taken by the operatives, while the 10 others, ang sabi po nila, hawak ng employer nila. And the employer was named as Michael Yang. What can you say about this?
Nothing to do with it. Wala akong pakialam dyan. Hindi ako nakikialam ng mga passport.
Mr. President, to conclude the question about this Dumoy raid, this is the raid of the PIDEA which happened in Davao Shabu Laboratory on December 31, 2004, where 6 Chinese personalities were killed during the raid, and the 11 others were brought to Laod Quarry, where they were summarily executed and buried upon your order, according to the testimony of Arturo Las Cañas.
Do not believe Turlos Kanya.
Let me proceed to the
Binubula ka lang yan.
next question, Mr. President. In 1993, Mr. President, binomba po itong St. Peter's Cathedral in Davao City where 7 died. Naalala niyo po ba ito? And according to
Point of
Arturo
order,
Las Cañas,
Mr. Chair. Point of order.
What was
I
the
would like
rule
to
that was
find
vi-
out
excuse me,
If Attorney Delgra is coaching the President, because she has been whispering in the ears of the former President. What to find out?
Attorney Delgra, please refrain from coaching. The President is able to answer all these questions being asked
He's
of him.
advising me
And
about my
you're
legal
only
rights.
limited to advising
Legal
your client
rights.
with his rights. Nothing more, nothing less.
He's
I
a
hope
lawyer.
you follow the rule, Attorney Delgra. Please
He does-
proceed.
He does not have to coach me. I know how to answer.
Mr. Chair, 1993, binomba po ang St. Peter's Cathedral, Davao City, where 7 died. Nalala niyo po ba ito, Mr. President?
Yung simbahan, ma'am.
Opo, St. Peter's Cathedral in Davao
Yes, ma'am.
City. At sangayon po kay Arturo Las Cañas, kayo ay galit na galit sa pangyayaring ito.
Sinong hindi magalit, ma'am?
At dahil po sa inyong mahigpit na galit, ay inorderan nyo po itong sina Las Cañas na bombahin ang mga moske kasama po ang Hamamara Mosque at Bancorehan Mosque. What can you say about this?
Crazy, ma'am. Do you know that my mother is a Muslim? That's an idiot statement.
In other words, you are denying.
Of course.
Mr. President, let me proceed to June Pala. Sino po si June Pala?
Well, he was a broadcaster.
He is a broadcaster who used to criticize you during his programs. Tama po ba?
Everybody, pati ako, tama yan. Trabaho niya yan.
And according to the testimony of Arturo Las Cañas, you ordered the killing of June Pala.
Niwala kay Las Cañas. Lahat na nandang participation ng crime niya, kanya. There's a pattern, you know. Look at the pattern of the crimes. Kanya lahat ng ano. Do you believe that as a policeman? Would I? Would I?
Kanina po, Mr. President, I started my interpellation with acknowledging your courage in taking full legal responsibility to all the victims of war on drugs, and you said both legal and illegal. The reasons why I asked about Laod Quarry, where human bones were found. The reason why I asked about the Dumoy raid, where 11 Chinese personalities were summarily brought and killed to Laod Quarry. The reason about why I asked about the mosque bombing and the killing of June Pala is I wanted to substantiate the courage that I saw on you when you initially expressed taking full legal responsibility to all the victims of war on drugs, both legal and illegal, according to you.
You are substantiate?
Yes, Mr. President.
Where's the proof?
Mr. President, I'm anchoring my questions about the separate incidents from your initial statement that you are taking full legal responsibility
Yes.
to all the victims of war on drugs. You said both legal and illegal.
Yes.
Mr. President, you are a long-time prosecutor, correct? And of course, it is very fundamental upon us, all lawyers, the
Yeah.
requirements of due process.
We are zeroing in on a particular individual now.
Due process is the law which hears before it condemns. Due process is the law which requires notice and hearing.
If you say so.
Mr. President, I hope that we will be reminded that by due process, the end does not justify the means. Kanina po, tinanong din po kayo ni Honorable Brosas about the number of the victims of war on drugs. Tinanong po kayo about statistics, and you lamented na hindi nyo po alam or dala yung records. Now, I want to share to the public the statistics of the victims of war on drugs.
We are...
Mr. President, this is from PIDEA. I think this is a consolidated effort of Karapatan, Global Witness, National Union of Journalists of the Philippines, the Supreme Court, Rappler, and the Philippine Drug and Enforcement Agency. We have 6,252 individuals in police anti-drug operations as of May 2022. 27,000 to 30,000 individuals, including those killed vigilant style. 427 activists, human rights defenders, grassroots organizers as of December 2021. Land and environment defenders as of December 2020, 166. Journalists, media workers, as of April 2022, 23 victims. Judges, lawyers, prosecutors as of December 2021, 66 victims. And mayors, vice mayors, as of December 2021, 28 victims, Mr. President. Mr. President, my question is, when you implement war on drugs, did you strictly comply with the requirement of due process?
Yes.
Mr. Chair, I will wrap up. Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. Chair, it is my humble submission that contrary to the answer of the former president, I humbly believe that the former president and his war on drugs never complied with the requirements of due process. The statistics show, Mr. President, the huge number of victims of war on drugs. If my memory serves me right, during the time of Aquino administration, there are like around 200, and during the present administration, there are around like 200 victims as well of war on drugs. Given these statistics, Mr. Chair, this is almost or around 31,000 victims of war on drugs. If indeed they follow the requirement of due process, wala po dapat ganito karaming patay. At ang dapat, maraming kaso na pending in court. I hope all of us will be reminded by the fundamental law that no person should be deprived of life, liberty, and property without due process of law.
Sabihin mo yan, madam, biglang sumingit no? Sabihin mo yan, madam, dun sa mga ordinaryong kriminal, yung tipong kumuha ng pagkain sa convenience store, kumuha ng damit dahil wala nang maisutang ang tao na to, kumuha ng isang mansanas, pwede mo sabihin yan doon sa mga kriminal na yon, ha? Okay lang yun, walang problema sa amin yun. Bigyan natin ng due process kasi nagugutom lang yan eh. Dahil lang naman sa gutom niya, kaya niya nagawa yung mga bagay na yan eh. Pero yung mga namimirwisyo na ho, na diba, kung ano-ano na ho mga pinagkagagawa, nag-aakyat bahay, diba? Kasi meron tayong experience ng ganyan. Kaya galit na galit tayo sa mga addict na yan, ha? Sabihin nyo ho yan dun sa mga yung tipong kumuha ng pagkain dahil gutom, di ba? Mga ganong krimen, okay lang yun eh. Wala ho tayong problema dun eh. Due process all day long, walang problema. Pero pagdating ho doon sa mga gumagawa ng mga matitinding krimen, pumapatay, pasensyahan ho tayo. Okay lang yan. Yung gustong gawin ni Tatay Digong, 100% supportado namin yan.
By Mr. President's own admission of his accountability, both to legal and illegal actions of the police. It is the humble submission of this representation, Mr. Chair, that the Quadcom is ready to make a recommendation for the filing of the necessary action in court. That is a violation of the law.
Long overdue na yan. Dapat, dami nyo nang pinatawag dyan. Ngayon pa lang kayo. Gusto nyo lang pala makita si Tatay Digong bago kayo makapag-hain na rekomendasyon. Mga talaga mga
RA 9851,
tinamaan ng magaling.
Act defining and penalizing crimes against international humanitarian law, or at the very least, the murder cases as defined under the revised penal code. To finally conclude, Mr. Chair, last series of questions to Mr. President, again to substantiate the courage that he was able to show during the initial part of this hearing. Mr. President, in the past hearing of Quadcom, may 30 Chinese drug lords na napatay sa Davao.
Tigilan mo yan, madam. Masisira buhay mo. Huwag mong ibida yung mga na yan. Mga durugista, ha? Hindi bebenta yan. By all means, Tatay Diggs, kung makaupo ka ng pagka-mayor, suportado namin. Pati yung mga nasa Luzon at Visayas, idamay mo na ho.
Davao Penal Colony. Are you willing to take accountability and responsibility also for this?
Wala na ako niyan, ma'am. Nadito na ako sa Maynila.
So, you're saying no?
Oh, well, kung gusto mo isali yan, idagdag mo na, okay lang.
How about the death of General Barayuga, the PSCSO secretary? Are you willing to take full legal responsibility for this?
I do not kill generals.
The death of Mayor Aldong Parohinog and the 15 others in Osamis City, are you taking full responsibility on this?
Hindi ako nagpapatay ng mga mayor, ma'am.
The death of Mayor Espinosa of Albuera Leyte, are you taking full responsibility on this?
Hindi ko, ma'am. That's my birthplace.
The death of Tony Halili in Tanawan City.
Malayo yan siya sa akin, ma'am.
The death of Mayor Perez of Los Baños.
Lalo.
Uy, teka lang nga, shoutout dito kay Ma'am Elizabeth Linsangan. Palakpakan ho muna natin, no? Etong si Ma'am Elizabeth Linsangan ho, talagang napakasugid ho niyang sumuporta. Super chat, super sticker, super thanks, lahat ho ng super, talagang napakatindi ho niyan. Tuloy ho natin.
Ibalik ko po dun sa una niyong sinabi. If you are denying all this, alin po yung tinutukoy niyo when you said you are taking full legal responsibility to all the victims of war on drugs, both legal and illegal?
Yes. Kasi order ko kasi yung, that was my campaign against drugs. Na yung, alam mo, maraming istasyon, maraming pulis. Kung nagkaletse-letse doon, hindi ka maghugas ng kamay. Dapat sabihin mo, akin dyan, kasi of course, nagkamali sila. Now, if there is an appropriate action na gusto ninyong ilabas, then file the case in court. Wala namang pigil. Matagal na yan yung sabi extrajudicial killing. I am challenging anybody or everybody who makes the accusation, whether it is really true or not, it may be true, file the case in court because may korte tayo.
Correct.
And even if I will admit na totoo yan, you have to go to court because I will make the admission there again.
Are you saying, Mr. President, that when you go to court, you're willing to admit also your accountability for all the deaths during the war on drugs?
Ay, of course, may abogado man ako, ma'am. Kung ano sabihin ng abogado ko, sunod ako.
That everything that you said before the Quad can be reduced in writing so that truly we can believe that you're taking full legal responsibility to all the victims of war on drugs, both legal and illegal, because as lawyers we believe that by extrajudicial
Otas yun.
confession, we have to put that in writing, Mr. President.
Totoo yan, ma'am. I order the campaign against drugs. Hindi ako it's a policy of government or of the president. Hindi ako maghugas ng kamay. Hindi ako magsabi, hindi, kasi yung department yan, hindi, akin yun.
Mr. President, last question. If one of these days the ICC will come, will you voluntarily submit yourself?
Sipain ko pa sila, ma'am.
But you said a while ago that if somebody will sponsor your fare to the ICC, you will voluntarily submit yourself to their investigation and jurisdiction.
Yes. Pero kung sila magpunta dito, sipain ko.
But will you confirm that you are willing to submit
Oh.
voluntarily yourself to ICC?
Punta ko doon, sipain ko rin sila. Same.
I have
Galing
nothing
talaga
further,
yung
Mr.
natin,
Chair.
Mr.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Kung umabot ho kayo sa bahagi ng video natin na to, isang like at isang subscribe. Masaya na ho tayo dyan. At sa mga gusto sumali sa ating community, yung joint button nandyan lang ho sa baba. Mag-ingat ho kayo lahat. Mahalin natin ang Pilipinas. Maraming salamat mga kababayan.